Dana Point, CA, October 9, 2014. The 7th Annual Battle of the Paddle, a.k.a. the Super Bowl of SUP, did not disappoint as the world's top stand-up and prone paddle athletes took to the water last weekend to do battle at Salt Creek, California, with a sizable south swell in the forecast and a new race venue notorious for pounding surf. Athletes with a surfing background were ecstatic about last weekend's race. Surftech's paddle team pride themselves on being well-rounded water athletes able to handle just about any and all water conditions. Needless to say, the team in the Surftech Battle of the Paddle, BOP, Expo tent were frothing to get in the water as a 4 to 6 foot southwest swell pumped through Salt Creek throughout the weekend. In fact, Jay Wild, George Pulsk, Morgan Hodere and Allison Riddle were so psyched they chose to race in both the elite SUP and prone races. While a handful of other men opted to race in both divisions, including Anthony Vella, Chuck Patterson, and Rob Rojas, Morgan and Allison were the only two women to compete in both events. For her tenacity, Hodere earned the Battle of the Paddle Most Inspirational Female Award. Jack Bark comes from behind to win inaugural Elite Prone Racing 2014. Jack Bark, Rancho Palos Verdes, California, has paddled his Surftech 12 Bark Commander paddleboard from the tip of southern Australia to the northern tip of Tasmania, from Vancouver, BC to Victoria, Canada, broke the stock course record at the Molokai Oahu Paddleboard World Championships, won the Prone Division in the Carolina Cup in the Surftech J race and won the Waterman Tahiti Tour Prone race last month. None of Jack's paddle adventures this year have involved paddling out through head-high waves and surfing. In the Battle of the Paddle's inaugural Elite Prone race, Bark trailed Shane Scoggins, Goleta, California, throughout much of the race up until the final lap where he passed Scoggins at the first turn buoy and never looked back, opening up a 40 seconds lead over Scoggins. "I was so stoked to win this year," said Bark. "There were some super fast guys, including Shane Scoggins, who is an animal on a stockboard. I kind of got skunked on the waves, but managed to sneak by Shane at the end. Can't wait to see who shows up next year to battle it out." In the end, Jack added another prone race victory to his trophy case, finishing the course in a time of 40:13, and the Surftech 12 Bark Commander was atop yet another elite race podium. Jack Bark's board of choice, 12 Commander, designed by Joe Bark. Candace Appleby wins an unprecedented 5th BOP title. Candace Appleby, San Clemente, California, used the momentum from her wins at the surf race to victory in the Stand-Up World Series in Huntington Beach to secure her 5th Battle of the Paddle Elite Women's title. Racing on her 12 feet 6 inches Bark signature raceboard, Appleby raced neck and neck with Annabelle Anderson, Wanaka, NZ, in what many considered the most exciting Battle of the Paddle women's elite race of all time. The two chased each other through the head-high surf and around the racecourse in a grueling battle for the ages.